Hey, what is up guys? It is the second episode of the Stanley Parable, and yes, I am Loquake. You should know my name by now. I just got an achievement. You can't see it, but it says, you can't jump. Oh, my life is ruined. Okay, well, from the last episode, we beat the game and turned off the power machine, but we ended back in the room of 427, this number of just randomness. So
co-workers were gone.
Well, we've already heard this, so we can literally just
Stanley
go through.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
So
he
the
had
computer
simply
here
missed
is
a memo.
on. What does it say? Username access. Wait, the username's access. That makes no sense. Okay. I can't go through here. There's an open door. Probably already analysed all of this. I can't jump. It's so annoying. Why can't we jump? Hold on, if I turn off the
When
mind
Stanley
control,
came to a set of two open doors,
that's what I'm going to do. I want to
he
turn
entered
off the
the
mind
door on his
control.
left.
I want to turn off the mind control.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
turn it on.
Stanley
I'm a
decided
retard,
to
you
go up
know.
to his boss's office, hoping he might
Whoops.
find an answer there.
Opens the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. We're going to turn on the time machine this time. I've seen this in another game with a jump scare. I don't know what it was, but I feel like that is going to be a
Stepping
jump
into
scare.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could
Whoops.
it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible.
So if
he
I input
didn't
that
even have a
wrong
single
3
minute to
times, I'm
just
guessing
let the
something will
narrator
happen.
Talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Wait, what? Didn't the thing say don't talk over me? And then the music appeared.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
What? I wasn't there last time and I talked over it. I'm very sorry, guys. I don't understand. Oh look, it's from CSGO. Well, it's probably from a building site, you know. So, I am so confused right now. So, we did the off last time. We're going to turn it on this time. And that'll probably be another ending, I'm guessing. But I really don't understand this. And I would prefer it if the
Stanley walked
whoever
straight
the
ahead through the
narrator
large
is,
door
would stop
that read
just
Mind
talking.
Control Facility.
Yeah, we know. Turn on the light,
The
go through
lights
the
rose
door.
on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Oh, I
Stanley
don't know,
thought
maybe
to
mind
himself.
control?
Did he have the strength to find out?
My question is, how did they manage to put all of these screens down there? It'd be like a massive job. You'd be paid about $1
Now
million.
the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Hold on, so 427,
Each bore the number
427.
of an employee in the building.
There it is.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one
Oh,
of them,
almost fell off.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Hold on, so one of them got fired, and there's a few screens that have got broken inputs.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with
To be
his
honest, I'm
boring
impressed with the
job?
builders that
That his
managed to make
emotions
this.
had been
How far down
manipulated
does
to
this hole
accept it
go?
blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Hold
It was
on, I just had an idea.
unthinkable.
I
Wasn't
inputted it
even
wrong
possible?
once
Had
and then
he
did
truly
that.
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
We know.
Controls
We heard you last
labeled with
lesson.
emotions.
What's this?
Happy or sad or
Oh,
content.
it's just lights.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded
Ooh,
from
button.
this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Wait.
Stanley decided that
Hold
this
on.
machinery would
There are different
never again
buttons. There are
exert its
different
terrible
buttons in
power
different places.
over another human life. For he
One.
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
3. So I've done 2 of the buttons. This is number 3. You flippin' troll. You take me to number 4. So I've done number 1, number 2. It's number 3. Number 5, number 4. Number 3! There's number 3! Oh, there's doors here. I just went through those doors. So hold on, number 1, number 2. Where's number 3? Where is number 3? Where's number 3? Okay then. I've got to go number 3 is not here. I'm done. I'm done. Don't stop my keyboard when I'm trying to walk, please. Keyboard. So I listened to what he says this time.
He found the source.
Wait, what did I do?
Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Oh.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. So there's no number 3, so I'm guessing I have to press 4 and then 5. Left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me.
Hold on, nuclear detonators.
What all this means, I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
What?
All right, I'm in a good mood.
What?
You're going to die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? No. To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won, sold?
Broken the fourth wall.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene.
There's number 3.
For every moment that you're powerless, to see you made humble.
40 seconds to hit number
This is not
3.
a challenge.
I need to hit number 1 and 2.
You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
1.
But I'm going to destroy it first.
2.
So you
Wait, what?
can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No
20 seconds.
Just you being blown to pieces.
I'm not made it.
Will you
I'm
cling
sorry,
desperately
guys.
to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me,
7
I won't be
seconds to hit
laughing
number
at every
5.
second of your inevitable
I'm sorry.
From the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
Oh. Well, that was a very easy death. Okay then. So now we know what what happens when you fail that. Well, I tried. I tried, okay. So it's just literally forever repeated. Wait, doesn't a narrator talk?
When Stanley came to
There
a
you
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, I did enter the door on my left. Sorry, I'm not talking so much, I'm just
Yet
confused.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm gonna go down.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why
Wait,
had
what?
he taken that risk?
Hold
All
on.
because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
11,
No, Stanley
12.
said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Oh, damn.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice
still
speak
can't
these
talk.
words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Jesus.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
Damn.
the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Oh.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Oh,
Please.
he's be mind
It's all I
controlled.
want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life.
So hold on,
exactly
he has
the
a
way
wife,
it's
but he's in
always
an
been.
apartment. Oh, whatever.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Hold on. Mind control facility. Talking person. Telling Stanley what to do in his head. Huh?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Okay then. Did I hit my head?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait, what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
What?
Though she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of
Doesn't
her
want me
would
to
affect
talk.
her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What? This is so confusing. Okay then. Well guys, thank you for watching the second episode. Ow, my hand! I punched my fan. Okay. Thanks for watching guys. I'll see you in the next video. Roll the outro. Goodbye.